against the current. Set it up. 2015, spring break, let's go. Take a cricket.
This hit, that ice cold Michelle fight for that white gold.
This one for them hood girls, them good girls, straight masterpiece.
Styling, wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent.
Gotta kiss myself, I'm so pretty.
I'm too hot.
Hot damn.
Call the police and a fireman.
I'm too hot. Hot damn. Make a dragon water me tight, man.
I'm too hot.
Hot damn.
Say my name, know who I am. Too hot.
Hot damn.
Am I bad about that? My breakdown.
Girls hit you hallelujah.
Girls hit hallelujah.
Girls hit you hallelujah.
Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you.
Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. It's Saturday night, we in the spot.
Don't believe me, just watch.
Hey!
Don't believe me, just watch.
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 Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah!
Stop. Wait a minute.
Fill my cup, put some liquor in it.
Take a sip, sign the check.
Pull it out, get the stretch.
Ride to Harlem, Hollywood, Jackson, Mississippi. If we show up, we gonna show out. Smoother than a fresh shot skippy. I'm too hot, hot damn. Call the police and I'm fighting, man. I'm too hot, hot damn.
Like a dragon water, it's Siren Man. I'm too hot.
Hot damn.
Bitch, say my name, you know who I am. I'm too hot.
Hot damn.
Am I bad about that? My breakdown.
Girls hit you hallelujah.
Girls hit hallelujah.
Girls hit you hallelujah.
Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you.
Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Saturday night, we in the spot.
Don't believe me, just watch. Come on. Don't believe me, just watch.
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 Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah!
Uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. I said uptown funk you up. Uptown funk you up. Sing it, dance, jump on it. If you sexy, then phone it. If you freaky, then own it.
Don't brag about it, come show me. Come on, dance, jump on it. If you're sexy, then float it.
Well, it's Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Ow!
Don't believe me, just watch.
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 Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah!
Uptown funk you up. 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 I said uptown funk you up.
Are you ready for more wrestling talk and other nonsense? Then keep listening to Heel Section 119 right here on Sprecher.com.
Okay, so we are back. That was Against the Current with Set It Off for Uptown.
Yes,
That's
girl.
such a good cover. So we are continuing our discussion about Roadblock.
Yes. Okay. So we're gonna take point 2 to talk about a rare occurrence. This is like spotting an antelope in the like Sahara or some shit. It is this rare. Jack Swagger, ladies and gentlemen, was on Roadblock.
God bless America.
And of course, I'm excited as a motherfucker to see him, but I am so painfully distracted by a bunch of Canadians shouting back, "We the people."
That was
Stop.
so awkward.
Stop it.
Please. You are not Americans. Just stop.
Y'all have a liberal prime minister and Ryan Reynolds. You do not have the democracy for we the people. just stop it.
Frankly, I would rather have a liberal prime minister and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, right? Oh, trust me, I'm bitter at knowing that I could have been born there.
Right?
But I digress.
Anyways,
yes.
So that whole thing was ridiculous. It was a good match, though.
Yeah, it was really, really good. But, like, I'm, of course, sitting there the entire match with Swagger and Jericho going, oh, I guess it's time for him to collect his paycheck. They're going to make him wrestle. I personally love Swagger, and I think he is such an underutilized talent.
He's completely underrated, too.
Like, this kid can go, and they don't let him. Like, they don't give him anything. Like, he's over as shit. And it's like, use that. Use him. We want Swagger.
We want Swagger.
we need a sound clip for We Want Swagger. Like, we need
right.
that. Like, that's a thing.
We do.
One thing I really wanted to touch base on is I am living for the Dash and Dawson, Enzo and Cass feud that they...
Oh my god.
This match tonight, honestly, I've said it 1,000 times, and now I'm hearing it all the time on the broadcast, is since seeing these two, I have thought, oh my god, Dash and Dawson are literally Anderson and Blanchard resurrected. Like, these guys are like that dirty, gritty tag team wrestling. Like, there is no frills. They just go out there and they are going to hurt you.
They go
and
hard.
I love it. Like, I absolutely am a huge fan of them. I think their talent is off the charts. They are everything that tag team wrestling needs to be. And having the titles on them, it works because, like,
oh, yeah.
They have such good chemistry. Like, you can tell they know each other so well. Like, when you're watching a Revival tag team match, you are literally watching a tag team clinic. And then you have just the sheer entertainment, the charisma, the like
showmanship, basically.
Yeah, like Enzo and Cass have such a dynamic. And then you add Carmella. She is a fantastic addition to that tag team. And I've seen a lot of people talking shit on her, saying that they, Enzo and Cass by themselves do not need her. They don't need her. They really honestly don't. But she adds an element to that tag team that is so, like, refreshing. And, like, I adore Carmella. And she has come leaps and bounds, not just in the ring, because she's still learning, but she has improved a lot.
She has.
And nobody gives her any credit whatsoever, which hawks me off so much.
Oh yeah, I understand, because she's not exactly from a background that has wrestling in it. She was a cheerleader for the New England Patriots.
Whoop whoop.
So she obviously is an athletic person, but she didn't have the wrestling stuff under her belt. But you can tell that she is trying, she is working her hardest, and she is improving every single day. Not to mention, pairing up with people like Cass and Enzo, it really brings out that charisma and that character that she has.
Mm-hmm.
And it does so much for her. And I think it also reflects really well in Enzo and Cass, because they also play very well off of her as well as each other.
Mm-hmm. Like, you can sit there and you can talk all of this crap about any one of them. Like, honestly, like, a lot of people don't like Enzo. And, like, this is like, Tumblr people who don't like Enzo, which their opinions don't matter.
Tumblr doesn't like anything.
I've trolled the Enzo Amore tag on Tumblr, and that is a very scary ground to tread. You have people that are obsessed with him. You have people who are obsessed with his hair. And then you have the people who are obsessed with talking shit. And I mean, that's pretty much anything on Tumblr at this point. Like, everybody has an opinion, and they're just going to shove it in your face one way or another. But, like, whether you like them or not, in the ring, they are entertaining as all get the hell out. And this tag team feud has been absolutely everything as far as a great tag team feud is. And personally, I'm very, very sad to know that it's going to be coming to an end because of the imminent call-up for Enzo Cass and Carmella. If it actually happens
Yeah,
anytime
I was going to
soon.
say, because honestly,
Jesus.
we have been hearing for months upon months that they have been supposedly being brought up to the main roster. Well, you know, you gotta get the gears going here. I mean, there's only so much you can do with putting them in NXT and then having them lose and lose and lose.
Mm-hmm.
And right about now, the main roster needs them. And I say this for the simple fact that they have other tag teams on the roster. You tell me tag teams right now, and I will pretty much say the Usos, the New Day, Dudley Boys, the Ascension, and Los Matadores. But we don't see Los Matadores anymore. And the Ascension are pretty much made out to be a complete joke, even though they were one of the most dominant tag teams in NXT when they were down there.
I still love them.
I do, too. Fuck everybody else. They're friggin' amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you see everybody else get used, but the titles are either on the Usos or they're on the New Day. There is a need, a huge, huge need to put the titles on somebody else. Don't get me wrong, I like the Usos, I like the New Day. They're great tag teams, they're entertaining to watch, but you need something new every now and then. And Enzo and Cass are the perfect way to shake up things in the tag team division.
Yep. Okay. One more thing that I absolutely want to talk about is this Divas match.
Oh my god.
On Roadblock. Now, before we get into the match itself, I need to say Charlotte won all of the heel points for me with her stab at Toronto with the Maple Leafs. That was my, hockey geek, salivating. Because I was waiting for her to take a stab at one of their teams, and she took the stab at the right one. So that made me happy. But, of course, I'm a recovering Toronto Maple Leafs addict. But
I do have to say, I am fucking living for heel Charlotte. She is the quintessential super heel that she is making her dad look like a face.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she is pretty much going for the jugular every time, and I love it.
I honestly would like to just go on record by saying that Charlotte is probably the one person that we would add to heel section 119.
I know, right?
With no questions asked, followed very closely by Sasha Banks in her bitch mode.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But no, the Divas match from Roadblock was Natty goading Charlotte into a Divas Championship match since, Charlotte didn't see Natty as a challenge. And then she went for the jugular herself by saying that her uncle was right, obviously meaning Bret Hart, and that the Flairs were cowards. I honestly thought Rick's head was going to spin off into another dimension. I'm waiting.
Comical.
I'm waiting for shit to pop off with Ric Flair because he is just waiting. I'm convinced he has an Uzi somewhere just hidden, and one day he's just gonna be like, "I fucking had it," and then he's just gonna woo in somebody's face and then just shoot them because he's just gonna go off the deep end. Rick is one anger tantrum away from an aneurysm at any time.
I know.
I am so inspired by him. I've loved Flair my entire life, so. Yeah.